Hi all, today I'm making my mama's asparagus tart. You'll hear her in the background as she guides me through the recipe. Ingredients that you'll need. Now I listed everything here to make your life easier and hope it does. First up, you're going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Next up, I'm going to grate 2 cups of Gruyere cheese. You want a good Gruyere cheese.
All right, Mommy.
Because you don't have that many ingredients, so everything has to be good, the best.
Yeah, but she doesn't have any water out there.
And then next, I'm going to measure out 1 cup of whole ricotta cheese to a mixing bowl.
America's Test Kitchen.
I'm using the brand that America's Test Kitchen said was pretty good.
But they're not selling the #1 brand in our.
And then next, I'm just measuring out a half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. And then I'm adding 1 cup of the Gruyere cheese that I shredded. And I'm going to mix thoroughly. Next, I'm adding the zest of 1 lemon. And this ingredient to me is very important because it really brightens up the dish, because lemon works so well, of course, with asparagus. So it does add a nice note, a freshness, acidity. I love it. It's my favorite really part of the dish. The only thing that I would say I would do less of is I would only do a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, but my mom's recipe says a half, so that's what I did. And then I have some dried thyme leaves, and so I needed to get them off the stem, so I was just rolling them in my hand to get them off. But if you could use, you could just use a jar kind if you wanted. And you're just going to mix thoroughly the lemon zest and of course the thyme leaves. And then next, I am adding 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. You could add more. Some people do add more. This is what my mama did. And then again, you mix thoroughly. I feel like I'm always telling everybody, mix thoroughly, mix well. All my videos.
Do you want to go to the garden, Mommy? Yeah.
And then next, I'm adding a 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. You could do it freshly ground if you want. We just had it. We just had some ground nutmeg in a jar, so I thought it's best to use that. Don't want to waste things.
All right. I'll tell you when it's
And
done.
we're just mixing. And that's it. I think after we've done that, we move on to the asparagus. Now these are washed, and I'm going to trim them to about 4 inches. And sometimes you need less, because you're going to, it depends on how you decoratively you put it on the puff pastry. And now I'm just going to roll out the thawed puff pastry onto a dusted with flour surface. It's very important that this puff pastry be thoroughly thawed, because otherwise it will break. And next I'm going to beat 1 egg well, because I'm doing an egg wash with it. So you really want to make sure everything's incorporated. The white and the yellow are homogeneous. And then next I'm going to use a ruler and mark 1 inch from the edge all the way around the puff pastry. And this means that what's inside of the square that I'm marking off won't rise, because I'm also docking it. So the edge will rise, but inside it won't. That's why the docking is so important with the fork. It won't rise at all. So you'll have a flat surface basically, but the edges will look really pretty. And once you're done with that, then we're going to move it over to a baking sheet. Now I have a silicone silk pad here, but you can also use parchment paper if you don't have a silicone mat. I bought these. I got them for $10. I have 3 of them. I thought it was a good deal, and it's so worth it. And I don't have to keep buying parchment paper. That's why I did it. And then you're going to spread the cheese mixture onto or within the marked area that we did with the ruler and we docked, and to just move it out evenly within the area, within the square we've made. And take your time. And now I am just decoratively placing the asparagus on the puff pastry. You can do whatever pattern you want. This is the one that I like. Some people like everything to go in the same direction. I thought it'd be kind of interesting if I did end to ends with them. And I think it looks good. It surely tasted great. But I think I saw someone do a diagonal design. I'm going to try that next. I just did it like my mama did it growing up, so she was sitting there giving me directions. You probably could hear her in the video telling me how to do things. I always find it enjoyable when she's cooking with me because I'm getting her time, and I also save the videos when we're cooking together. Now I'm just going to sprinkle evenly the remaining cup of Gruyere cheese on top, and then I'm going to put it in the oven. But I save the videos where you don't even see half the footage, but I save all that so I can, after she leaves us, we'll have that footage. And so now I'm going to brush the edge of the puff pastry with the egg wash. This part is going to rise. The part where the asparagus and the cheese mixture is, it won't rise because we docked it and we did that cut around the edge. You'll see. It comes out so beautiful. There's a puff pastry that recipe where they have like mushrooms and creme fraiche and shallots. I've been wanting to make that forever. I'm actually going to make that. I saw it in, I think it was a Bon Appetit magazine like 30, 40 years ago. I am a lot older than I sound. I'll tell you that right now. People are like, "You're not that old." And I'm like, yeah, I am. Sorry, I'm a senior citizen. So now I'm going to place the puff pastry in a preheated 400-degree oven. And this is going to bake for 20 to 25 minutes in the preheated oven. And it's going to be nice golden. You're going to bring it out and let the puff pastry cool on a wire rack for about 20 minutes. Just let it rest. You don't want to burn your mouth. And the cheese is kind of molten hot right now, so let it cool for serving it. You can serve it with a nice green salad with a vinaigrette. And this is what it looks like. It's absolutely delicious. I guarantee if you make this, people will love it. To help our channel grow, we're asking everybody to please like, subscribe, and comment. If you're enjoying our content, we really hope that you are. Please consider becoming a subscriber. Right now, only 20% of you are subscribed. I know, crazy. How can that be? But you need to subscribe for that to change. And for us to grow, it has to happen for us. Because they need to like the video, comment on the video, subscribe, and of course watch the video from beginning to end. All these factors are needed for YouTube to help us grow and push us forward to new people who might subscribe to us. And we really would love to grow. And so thank you all for your help with this matter, and we'll see you soon. We post new videos 2 times a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider becoming one. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help us out tremendously. Also, please don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss one of our videos. Sometimes we do post an odd video here and there, and that way you'll never miss a video if you subscribe. All right, we'll see you soon. We wanted to profoundly thank everyone for watching. We're very grateful to all of our new and old subscribers for supporting us and helping us grow. I wanted to talk about something important. I'm not a political person anyway, but I am very much for certain programs that help people, like FEMA. I think it's very important. Things like Medicare, Social Security, VA, Medicaid, I don't know if I mentioned that, SNAP. It helps poor communities, but also I'm very concerned because the president has said he wants to end FEMA at the end of hurricane season. This is a disaster. We've had natural disasters, wildfires in California, Hurricanes Helene and Milton that's decimated a lot parts of the South. And now we've had all these flash flooding in West Virginia that have just washed away towns and hollers. So FEMA is really important. So I encourage you to contact your senators or your congressmen to let them know that you want FEMA to continue. I hope you do, because it comes out of our tax dollars. It's not a free ride. People are getting, grants and loans and things like that. We paid into this. So if my neighbor needs help, they'll have it. So that's how I feel about it. All right, and also we want to encourage you to help those in need by donating to the American Red Cross, the Salvation Army, World Central Kitchen, All Hands and Hearts, AmeriCares, Operation Blessing, and Save the Children. We're not affiliated with any of these organizations, but we know they're doing great work on the ground. And as always, please stay safe and be blessed.